Hey friends, welcome to another episode of Tail of the Dragon. I'm your host, JC Garretts, and this is the segment, the Martial Arts Chronicles. We just finished up a CAP stand-up class with Coach Vanessa. We've been working for the last several months a lot of switch kick combos, working in the round kick in general, but to add in switch kicks with the 1s and 2s and 3s. Not a lot of 4s, rear hook, it would be another way to say it. Not a lot of rear hooks, because as Coach Vanessa says, why would we throw the rear hook in a kickboxing match when we could just throw that rear round kick? I'm really digging this. When I was training Krav Maga, we had pretty basic footwork, the fundamental footwork. Not a lot of switching stances, not a lot of switching feet, or switch kicks. There was a lot of switching in general. Some, but not a huge amount. But just before pandemic, as the gym closed down, as a way to augment my workout and keep myself in movement, I started taking Dominic Cruz's class, Move Like Cruz. He had an online instructional that was based upon his footwork. I've always been fascinated with his footwork, and I know for quite a while, I haven't looked at his stats lately, but for quite some time he had the lowest hit percentage in terms of taking significant hits out of any of the UFC fighters. Maybe different now, because it seems like there's a fair amount of people that have caught on to his game, but plus he's later in his career too, so there's a whole lot of variables into that. But either way, I've always appreciated his footwork. It's very unorthodox, very unique, and it's hard to track. And since I've started working that footwork, I'll generally do a half an hour of it once a week or so. I've found different ways to start incorporating it into my striking and into my sparring, and finding some good moments of success with it. Also some failures, finding some weaknesses in it that that I need to address. I was taking some head kicks, and right now I'm dealing with against an orthodox fighter. I'm taking a lot of right crosses. I think I may be dropping my hands, but I need to get some video of that. But anyway, where I'm going with this is that I didn't have a lot of opportunity to gain advice or mentorship on how to implement this footwork into my striking, and so I was just playing with stuff on my own. And since training with Coach Vanessa, well, at SBG in general, but I have found what I'm working there at SBG plays really well with the footwork, and essentially it's three movements. It's a step, it's a switch step, or a pivot. Everything is most of his movement is based upon that. And so finding good moments of success with that, and finding moments where I can make it flow in my combinations, rather than just using it to set up a combo like I did in the beginning. I'm using it in the middle of a combo, or even at the end of a combo to evade and make space and get out. And so really, really enjoying that. I did find this fucking rib's been crushing me. I shouldn't say crushing me. It's been ailing me for I want to say 7 weeks now, 8 weeks now. And it'll heal, and then it'll go and roll, and it'll get some pressure on it, and then it'll start hurting again. And thought I was on the end of it because I was probably about 95%, very, very little pain. And then took a shot just in drilling today, a round kick to the ribs from one of my training partners, Gabe, which throws a beautiful round kick, and immediately felt it in that rib. I was like, so we'll see where that goes. Ultimately, my goal is to compete. At the very minimum, I want to compete in some BJJ tournaments. There's a little seed in me that says that I would like to get a few MMA fights under my belt. Not that I'm going to go pro or make a career out of it, especially at my age and my training level and skill level and whatnot, but there's a piece of me that would like to enter that avenue and entertain what that looks like and unfold even more of myself, introduce myself to more challenges. So anyway, great lessons today. Grateful to be a part of SBG in this tribe, and looking forward to growing more. Anyway, friends, if you like what I'm doing and you find value in it, please like and subscribe. And if you know of anyone else that could possibly be inspired by what I'm doing, please share it with them. Anyway, signing off for the Tail of the Dragon. Enjoy beautiful now, my friends.